Hi, this is Wade Volke. I'm here to explain my 5-on-4 theory and to answer a few questions. I, for one, never ever bought into the theory that goaltenders got great all of a sudden and that there's no talent in this league anymore. No, it's not the players that's changed. It's the coaching strategies. Today's game is all based on defense. I'll give you a few examples here. My favorite all-time player is Darryl Sittler. Darryl Sittler entertained me every game, every shift. But back in those days, when teams came into Maple Leaf Gardens, they came in one purpose only. That was to outscore the Leafs. But here we are today, it's all about defense. Teams don't even try to score most times. They just wait patiently for their chances. They just play defensive, boring hockey. The Board of Governors met in Pebble Beach, California this week. They're not happy either, with the product or the lack of scoring. And changing the game is a tough job. Just ask the competition committee. They've been trying to change it for 2 years now. They're not having much luck. So Colin, I really believe it's time you gave a fan a chance. I've seen a game like 5-on-4 played before, something similar to it. And Colin, I'm sure you have too. Let me show you how 5-on-4 works. It's very simple. The defending team is only allowed 4 skaters inside the blue line. If the 5th skater comes inside the line, he'll be assessed a 2-minute delay of game penalty. He's allowed to straddle the line though. If he gets a penalty, high man goes to the box. If this is Matt's outside, Darcy Tucker inside. Darcy gets a penalty, nothing happens till the whistle. Once the whistle happens, Darcy goes to the penalty box, Matt comes back in. Then late in the game, Toronto's beating Montreal 5-4. They pull their goalie. Once Montreal's 6th attacker goes across the line, your high man's allowed back in. So there's always going to be an extra offensive attacker. This is going to create a lot of room for the offense, and it's going to create a lot more excitement, believe me. So now here I'm going to answer a few questions that was asked to me. One guy seen it from an offensive point of view, one from a defensive point of view, and one general question that was asked to me. One guy asked me, wouldn't this be like a power play the whole game? And if it is a power play, he said teams don't shoot the puck, they wait for the perfect shot before they score. And he said that can become pretty boring real fast. Well, I'm telling you one thing, this is not like a power play. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you why this is not a power play. The defensemen can't pass a puck across to each other. Well, they could, but it wouldn't be smart, because this guy could reach in, pull it out, he's off for a breakaway. Then, on the conventional power play, this defenseman lots of times plays half boards to help the winger. But under this theory, this guy will have so much room for a breakout, it's not worth the gamble. 3. Brian Leetch special. Brian Leetch used to sneak up all the time, pinch in. Same theory, he couldn't do it because this guy will have so much room for a breakout. 4. Al McGinnis, one of my favorite players, used to line up right on the blue line, get the puck, settle it down, get ready for the slap shot. Under this theory, this guy could reach in, pull the puck out from him. He's gone for a breakaway. Another thing, if the defending team shoots a puck down the ice, it's an icing, so they're back in trouble again. The face-off comes back in here, they're right back where they started, all in trouble again. So it's definitely not a power play. And now for my second question. A guy asked me, what coach in his right mind would leave Sidney Crosby outside the blue line unprotected? The answer? All of them would. Because Sidney Crosby's not going to become a factor until his team gets possession of the puck. And another thing, the closer Sidney Crosby is to the red line, the more choices the offense has. So once the defensemen pass a puck across to each other and one times a few goals, it won't take Crosby's coach long to tell him to get his puck back and tell him to patrol the blue line. Now for the third question. The professor asked me what happens if you find that teams are getting bogged in on a consistent basis. That's an easy fix. You move the blue line in. It's an easy adjustment, nobody will notice. I really believe 5-on-4 is going to create a lot of goals. Once we get a lot of goals, the referees can lay off with the phantom penalty calls. That's ruining hockey. All they'll have to do under my theory is just call the obvious ones. That's going to help the coaches, players, and us, especially the fans. So I really believe 5-on-4 is worth a look. I really do believe it's going to be the next generation of hockey for many years to come. Thank you very much. Hi, Mom.